I'd like you guys to give a round of applause for the Ultra Force staff, those that are paid and those that volunteer. These guys and girls have worked their asses off all year. I can say from the outside, prior to getting involved with Ultra 4, you don't have any clue what goes into making this happen until you live it, eat it, and sleep it and breathe it. And we have some amazing people here that are participants in this that help make it happen. So from me to all of you guys and girls at Ultra 4 and those that are volunteers, thank you very much for making our job a lot easier and making my job a lot easier. Special night tonight, end of the season. We made it through 2021. It's been, like we talked about the other night, lots of ups and downs and also lots of really good firsts. We're going to have some good firsts next year. And we've got a special person that it's his swan song tonight. As I think most of you know, Alan's leaving after this. He's going to go back to the boring world of dental hygiene or whatever it is. So we told him we'd give him one last chance to be important and stand in front of all you guys, and he's really looking forward. He's really looking forward to being able to drop the mic when this is all over. So let's give a round of applause for Alan. And he's going to be passing out some awards tonight.
All right. Well, guys, I also want to echo, I love you too. Oh, wait, we have started on the bottle of bourbon already over there, so it's good. So a couple ground rules. When we say a milesism, everyone has to drink. It's part of it. If you're not drinking enough, we'll bring miles up, and then everyone will be in trouble.
After this.
There you go. Got to drink. I just want to echo what Ryan said, which was a big thank you for not only the crew and everyone, but tonight's a night of celebration. Tonight's a night to celebrate not only these trophies, but what these trophies represent. Road trips, long nights, fixing trailer tires, being away from family, being with friends. This is a significant accomplishment. So it will take a little while just because we have a lot to celebrate, but that's awesome. And I promise you it will not feel as long. Alan, mic up. Is that better? There we go. So I'll bring this up a little closer, but again, we have a lot to celebrate tonight. I'm really excited. We've got the series, we've got the national points. What I was going to say was it's going to take a little while, but it will not feel as long as riding in the RV with Chuck. Thank you. And it will not take as long as Miller explaining why he's right. So we should be done somewhere within the next 3 to 5 days. So we're all good. So guys, first off, thank you. The process that we're going to do, we'll read through just to acknowledge the points. When we call the top 3, we'll do like the awards where you come up front. We'll present you with your trophy. If you know you've won a couple series and you want to space out your thank yous, feel free. But if you know you're winning something, take a minute to think about what you'd like to say. These lights are bright, and it's easy to go, I'd like to thank Sean Rance for touching me. And we no longer have an HR department, so things might get a little crazy. So with that being said, I think we're going to start with the East Series. Really excited. The 4900 class is where we're going to start, and I am going to do the old guy glasses thing. And John's like going, "You're not old." I know. I feel it. So in the East with the 4900, we've got, let's see, Caden Lair in 5th, Austin Lair in 4th. 3rd place is Levi Metzinger. Levi can't be here tonight, so the winner's going to get to give his acceptance speech as well. James Cantrell in 2nd in the East, and Jamie McCoy, your 1st place winner on the East. So if Jamie's here, if you'd please come up front. Of course. Would someone like to play the role of Jamie this evening? No, Alan, you don't get to play the role of anybody this evening. So, again, congratulations on them. Next, we'll do 4,800. So, East for 4,800. In 4th place was Sean. Miles, how do I say Sean's last name? Reisky. Thank you. There we go. Yes, he has said everyone's name 738 times this week, and so he is an expert at everybody's name, which is good. Third place in the East, Evan Sherman. Second place, George Schooley. And first place in the Brannick Motorsports 4800 class in the East, Casey Gilbert. So please come on up. You can come right up here in the front under the bright lights. Everyone will stare at you. It'll be great. All right.
Hold on, wait.
I was going to say, y'all back off. We're fine.
You're good now. Thank you. Much better now. We're good. Wait, I'm supposed to say something? Here, you go first. No, you go first. I just want to thank everybody that helped us on our team. Brianna, Carlton Customs, helping us get the car together, racing. This is my second season racing. We just did the best we could with what we had. Maxima Transmissions helped us out. A lot of people, Raceline Wheels helped. Just thankful for everything we have and be out here and racing. In case he didn't run me off the road today.
I'd just like to thank everybody who helps us get here. There's a long list of sponsors. I know I don't want to bore you with them all, but a couple big ones: Nitto, Texas Speed, all the big B guys, Miller Motorsports, Tranny Tom, here's my co-driver, and all my crew that helps prep the car and drive all over the country so I can have fun.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Now, one of the things that they don't know is we're going to have a little contest at the end of the night. Whoever has the most trophies on their tables has to buy for everyone else. So keep an eye with who has the most trophies on the table. All right, in the East, in the 4600 Spider Track stock class, your winner is John Schaefer. John did all 3 races and absolutely kicked ass. So John, if you would come up, please. John Schaefer to the front. Clean up on John Schaefer.
So am I supposed to talk into this? I mean, there's a lot of parts on my car. I don't know what to do with my hands, but it's really not the parts. It's the team. It's everybody behind me. We had a great season. It's not exactly easy, but we find the time, we get it done, and we come out here and have a great time.
Later tonight, John gets to sing for us, so that'll be wonderful. Thank you, John. I suspect we might be hearing from John again later this evening, so he's been practicing his song routine, and I think that comes out in the third act, so just be prepared. Very good. Now for the 4500 Yukon Gear and Axle class for the East. In third place, Cody St. Clair. Second place, Jesse Oliver. And your Eastern champion, Dwayne Garrettson. Woo Pig, come on up. Big man, you got this.
I'd like to thank all the Ultra 4 staff, putting on all these great events, and all the park owners, and all the sponsors again, and especially Torco, keeping the car cool and whatnot, and like I said, park owners and Ultra 4.
I'd like to first thank my wife and kids for letting us do all this. Factory Mass for building a great engine. Falcon Tires Raceline Wheels for keeping us on the track. Brannick builds the best axle shafts and hardware. Ironman Off-Road, Training Tom, transmissions, flawless. Off-Road Anonymous, Warren Winches when we run out of talent. And Rugged Radios keep us in contact.
We thanked all our sponsors when we got our trophy from today's race, so that was really awesome. We're really happy to be here. Eastern Series has been a long road. We won a couple of them. We've been real fortunate. It's always a good time to race in our series, outside of our series. But right now, I'd just like to thank everybody from the Ultra 4 family, all the volunteers, announcers, Pam, Miles. Hate to see Alan go. He's a hog fan. That's where we're from, so... just everybody that's involved, man. Everybody from the park owners to the guys that work at the parks, the guys that set the courses, the guys that are running the comms, the guys that run the production. If it wasn't for all these people, none of us would be here. Thanks to Rufus Racing for the dinner.
Congratulations, buddy. All right. And then in the 4,400 Unlimited class for the Eastern Series, 10th place, Chip Happens. Good job, Chip. 9th place, Roger King. 8, Stan Hayes. 7, Zandy Willems. 6, Kevin Taylor. 5th place, Eric Miller. 4th place, Rusty Blyler. 3rd place, Josh Blyler. 2nd place in the East, John Grounds. And your Eastern Series 4,400 champ, Frank Vanderhyde. Come on up. Oh my gosh, it's John Grounds. If only there could be a Justin Hall sighting later tonight.
I just want to thank everybody that helps us get through the year. Big B Motorsports, Hetran B, Nitto Tire, Spider Tracks, Method Wheels, mainly our crew, the crew of Big B guys that goes with us all over the country. Couldn't do it without them. We have a lot of fun. All of our families at home that allow us to do it, we really appreciate it. Congratulations to all you guys. I know the amount of work this takes to get to where you guys are at, and nailed it, guys. Good job.
I think I've been racing 4,500 for like 8 years, and I only dreamed that I'd ever build a 4,400 car, and this is the first year that we built a brand new Miller chassis with Miller Motorsports, Big B, all your guys' support, and running into your trailers every single race because we broke something. So this is super cool. Like, my legs are shaking, kind of weird. I'd like to thank Fly Off Road, all the crew and staff that's here with us. Without them, we wouldn't be able to make this dream possible. Everybody on the Proving Grounds racing team, just for coming to all the East Coast races, Fox Shocks, BF Goodrich Tires, Dirty Life Race Wheels, Summit Racing for helping us build this car in the worst pandemic year ever, over the course of 5 months trying to make it happen. So many people out there. Tom Woods Drive Shafts, and there's so many more, and I know that. I know, like you said, it takes a team and an effort to be able to stand up here and be able to take the win and take these places. So I couldn't do it without the staff and all of our sponsors and supporters.
Well, we're a little bit different. We're kind of a two-man team for the most part. So I got to thank Drew first, because it's us. It's me and him that work on the car, run the car, drive the car, all those things. Next in line, CGYS Motorsports has took us on kind of in their team and helped us out a lot, giving us information, telling us, hey, have you checked this, done that, that kind of thing. It's been awesome. So thank you guys for all that. For my wife and my kids for giving me a time to be away from home. Thank you guys for that. My shop, Scranton Truck and Trailer, Nailed It Feed and Supply. To come get you some guys. Rogers Garage Engines built our motor, and it's held up really well. No motor issues at all. Miller XC, Brannick Motorsports, running Brannick shafts, no failures. It's been awesome. Method Wheels, McMahon Alternators. Chris Wyatt did his big block race shop, tuned our shocks, and they performed today for sure. And then Rugged Radios are some top-notch guys that offered us some help at KOH. You know, it was just awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all, and good luck, everybody.
So a couple weeks ago, I posted on social media, some of you might be on social media, that I love sharing good news. And it was the night I got to share with Frank he had won the East. And, you know, it's just, I'm goosebumping a little bit here. That's what it's about, man. We come, we race, we do stuff. The East was comprised of Kentucky, which was a mud fest, Tennessee, which was awesome, or the East, and then Crandon. And so we did all of this. He's like, really? What? And of course, I had to double check the math. But I really like giving good news, so congratulations, man. All right, so now we're going to move to the North Series. But before we do, I'd like to thank Nitto for our dinner this evening. I'd like to thank Nitto for the Nitto National Championship Awards we will get to. Chris Corbett, Ryan Few, the entire crew that comes out and takes great care of us. Thank you so much for dinner tonight. So a round of applause for Nitto, please. And one other thing I just wanted to touch on, and Ryan, I believe, mentioned it in the driver meeting. We were within 30 entries of East to West this year. And again, I remember when East was like a third the number of people who raced West. So thank you, East drivers, UTV drivers, people who have got your friends addicted to this and coming out and racing. The two series almost had an equal number of entries this year, and that's very exciting. All right, switching to the North. In the UTV class, 4,900. In fourth place, we have Matt Torney. Third place, Zachary Davis. Second place, Greg Torney. And first place, the blonde ambition himself, Jacob Versky. Please come on up, gentlemen. I suspect Jacob may be buying the Dr. Pepper by the end of the night because he might have a few trophies coming. Thumbs up. Can someone please hold this man's trophy?
Doctor didn't give me enough hands. Gotcha, dog. I gotcha. Couldn't do it without this guy. No, but this has been the unluckiest season ever. Fresh car, starting off. Montana, wrecked it. Sturgis, didn't wreck it. Crandon, broke my hand. And out here co-driving for my dad, Matt Torney. So, couldn't do it without credit cards and dad over there. So, and the fact that I landed next to this guy, I'd say the season worked out just fine, so happy to be here.
Congrats, dude. We had a pretty killer season. I believe we were first in a few categories, so I'll make it short for you guys. But huge thank you to my family, everyone that helps us out, my wife Adri, our friends that come to all the races, so it's a tremendous group effort. Thank you to all you guys. Wouldn't be here without everyone, so thank you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at some point we're going to thank Visa MasterCard for the sponsorship as well. They have been one of my better sponsors over the years. Next up for the 4,800 Legends class, in fifth place we have Chance Holloman. He couldn't be here because his car's upside down at the moment. Blah, 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 blah. Fourth place, Brent Harrell. I pronounced the N. Brent Harrell, fourth place. Third place, some crazy guy named Eric Weichel. My man, come on up here. In second place, Steve Graff. And first place, Dr. Jeremy Jones. Congratulations.
I'd like to thank my wife, number one sponsor right there, and also Ultra 4 for putting on such a great show. I've really had a great year, and I really have enjoyed it. Thank you.
All right, North Series. Man, what a fun series it was. And we had Crandon, Montana, and Sturgis. I mean, 3 of the best races of the year, in my opinion. Car did great. People I want to thank, my wife for supporting me on this endeavor. Mr. John Dykes, my right-hand man, the famous John Dykes. Mrs. Mel for letting me steal John, and Yogi for pitting for everybody. In fact, there's a bunch of people out there should be thanking Yogi. Fuel man, right? Steel Nuts Off-Road for building the car, Torco for all the fluids, Yoda Masters, Inland Empire Driveline, Revolution Engines, Nitto Tires. I mean, couldn't do it without them. AZ Driveline. Oh, and King Shocks. That's it. Thank you.
He's right, the North's been a kick. I broke my leg and I was going to race West, but that didn't happen. So I missed Moab, and so I'm like, screw it, I'm going to race the North. And it turned out to be a great year, a lot of fun. The courses are amazing. Thanks to Ultra 4 for setting all that up, and it's been a great year. I'd like to thank, Raceline, Mickey Thompson, Wyotech, Yukon Gear and Axle, Trent Fab for building and maintaining an amazing car, my co-driver Dan for putting up with me for the season. We've had a pretty good run, and it's been a lot of fun. So thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
And as we were just talking, how the East Series started small, took a couple years, now it's starting to reach the West. The North Series is the same thing. It's growing, it's continuing to go. I want to acknowledge the drivers in the 4600 class that raced some of the events. We didn't have any that raced all 3 of the Northern races, so we don't have a champion for that. But I wanted to acknowledge everyone in the 4600 class that raced. And the North Series was comprised of the Big Sky 200 in Montana, the Sturgis, I help make up the names. The Black Hills Throwdown, thank you, presented by Progressive Radio. But, and then also, of course, Crandon, so I want to acknowledge them. Next up, the 4500 class. Second place in the North is John Grounds. First place is John Matthews. And I'd like to invite Chuck Crossland up to accept for John Matthews. So, Chuck, if you could come up, that would be great. 45. There is no 46, 45. Woo!
A little bit.
John, you lost a little weight.
Hey, buddy, I'm trimming.
North Series was awesome. Montana was a blast with the Your Racing Series and teaming up with them with Ultra 4. It was fantastic. Just incredible. Crandon was gnarly. Man, the team was incredible, being able to go all over the place. Joe Gatlin's in the back, probably drinking a beer. He's been in and out of the car, and he'll be actually driving our 45 car for next season as we rebuild it to not have to change head gaskets every single race, because it seems to be the growing thing with wing nuts holding the heads on. You're welcome, Chuck.
It's a Mopar, bro.
Triple J, everybody. Just great to be here. Great to be part of the event. Ultra 4 has been amazing all year long with getting these races out and course marks, and even getting us recovered off the course when we suck and don't actually get to finish. So appreciate you guys for staying late and always being able to tow us home.
So, per John, which he didn't even tell me about, but I got to tell you, his biggest sponsor on it is Yukon. Keeps everything run awesome. But also the biggest person in his life that's an incentive is Chuck. Chuck is amazing. If he didn't have the role model that I could look up to be like him, I don't know where I'd be. Woo! And I'm taking this.
Thank you, guys. Now, this may come as a surprise to some of you, but there's a driver every once in a while that has an opinion that they like to voice. Shocking, I know. And when I realized I got the same opinion from John Matthews, John Grounds, and Chuck, I just created my own little Facebook group with them so I could answer it once. So that was part of the inside joke of Chuck being able to accept for John Matthews. Rock on. All right, 4,400 for the North Series. A name you may not be familiar with. Third place, John Grounds. Second place, Bailey Cole. And first place, Tom Prendergast. Come on up, gentlemen. Woo! Oh my God, it's Tom. Look at that beard. Yeah, at this stage, John's buying the Arizona tee, but we'll see. It is right up. Yep, excuse me.
Where am I supposed to go?
You're right there.
I mean, we took all of it.
Oh, that's true. You guys did. I forgot about that.
Triple J, why don't you give this one? You've been in the car every single race. You've had to put up with me. 4 is yours.
All right.
You burned it.
Well, this has been my first season with Ultra 4, and it's been amazing so far. Can't thank everybody enough for putting on a great season. It's been fun riding in the car with John. We had our ups and downs throughout the season, but we learned a lot, and we're going to hit the ground running next year. So I'd like to thank our sponsors, Fly Off Road, Summit Racing, Dirt Life Race Wheels, BFG. Yeah, that's about it.
So I'm really surprised to be getting a trophy. I didn't know North was a thing, but but in all seriousness, the series was really awesome this year, and I'm really happy we were able to do it. So first of all, thank you to all my amazing partners. I couldn't have done it without Yukon, 4WP, Fox, Nitto, VP, Spider Tracks. Really amazing partners. Couldn't do it without them. And yeah, thank you guys for racing with us this year.
I gotta thank my wife for letting me do this because she's crazy and said yes. So my daughter and our whole crew that normally comes to all these, I don't know, BF Goodrich, Safecraft, Summit Machine, Kitcher's General Store, HD Signs, they all helped. So thanks again. This was fun.
You good?
Song? I can't sing. You don't want that. All y'all's ears will bleed.
Hold it out.
All right.
He's like, I turned it off, I think. Yeah, accidentally. Oops, I'm done. Again, congratulations to everyone who raced the North. I look forward to seeing that continue to grow. I also want to thank Yellowstone. I'd also like to thank Yellowstone Off-Road Racing for helping hosting the Montana race. I got to go to that, and it was a fantastic event. So I do highly recommend it. It's very good. So let's move on to the West. Woo! All right. In the West, in the 4,900 Can-Am UTV class, we are sitting at 7th place, John Rance. 6th place, Josh Smith. 5th place, Anthony Maccabee. 4th, Scott Lesage. 3rd, Mr. Nelson P. Sparks II. That's how he officially registers on my list. Second place, Travis Zollinger. And oh my gosh, first place, Jacob Versey, the Blonde Ambition. Please come up front. Congratulations, man. Great job. Great job. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Oh. So this is an incredible honor, and I really do appreciate everything that Ultra 4 does, because honestly, like when we started this season, I think I had 2 weeks maybe before my first race and just got a new UTV off the blocks, and thank God Lone Star Racing and AZP Concepts, we were actually able to get the car together and get it to the first race. Hammers was something that was completely out of this world. We flipped over and kind of came back, and honestly, the entire time it's been it's probably the most fun and stressful series I've ever been a part of, and I couldn't help but thank people like AZP, ZRP that helps me out, Can-Am, Ultra 4, who else am I looking at? Let's see, Factory UTV, definitely MRT, and their muscle wheels. Like, those things were the only reason I honestly made it through Hammers. So I just really look forward to, we accomplished our goal this year of making it on the podium. Next year it's trying to unseat these two. These two, I should say.
Congrats, man.
I first off want to thank all the competitors that race all year long, all over every class. You guys are top notch. Other than that, the Ultra 4 staff and all the venues that we get to go race at, for sure. I want to make sure and thank my wife and Riley for coming, all the guys that chase with me all year. Good sponsors, Gladiator Tires, FK Rod Ends, my boys at K&T Performance, they build me motors. For sure the guys at the machine shop. Yeah, thank you guys.
Congrats, Trav. Here we are again, lucky enough to have the opportunity to stand up here again. West Series went awesome as well. So we competed in North, West, and then obviously the National Championship. So I'll save my speech for the Nationals, but thank you all. Thank you to the Ultra 4 staff. You guys are awesome.
Congratulations, guys. Yeah, West was actually a lot of fun. Moab, Easter Jeep Safari, nothing going on that week, so we all went and had a race. That was a good time. And then also Sturgis, of course, and getting to race in Mexico. So very exciting season with the West. Next up is the Brannick Motorsports 4800 class. And in 5th place, Chase Caprera. 4th place, Brent Harrell. 3rd place, oh wow, that does say Chuck Crossland. Chuck Crossland. 2nd place, Eric Weichel. And 1st place, Cody Young. Please come up. And you have to say more than 4 words this time.
Okay.
Awesome. So I am so stoked about this. This is our first year. Build a new Liberty Mountain car. We've been pushing the limits with a twin turbo motor, which is pretty sure going to push the top of the limit of all the classes. But seriously, Yukon, Gear and Axle, Nitto Tires have been awesome. Brannick Motorsports, all of everyone, Kink Shocks, Torco Oils, Summit Machine. We have been just killing it with the car, working through some new car blues, and just excited and awesome. Thank you, everyone. My wife, my family that lets us put up with being away from home like all of us do. It's been great, and all the competitors that help us get through the day.
Did I say I wanted to thank my wife? I also want to thank Queen City Off-Road, and Wade and Travis have spent an amazing amount of time on the road with me this year. Wade has done great for me. We put on almost 15,000 miles of towing this year, getting to all the races to do north and west. So we've had a great time, and thanks Ultra for again.
So, yeah, we had a good season this year on the West Coast. It's actually our first year we raced every race. We had some good battles with these guys. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody that's been helping me along the way. Past couple of years have been great. Brian Caprara, Jimmy, the whole Rock Race crew, my wife for supporting me, my mom and dad for coming out. And, yeah, thank you, everybody.
Good job. Good job. It was fun watching the 4800 class this year. Lots of competition. Next up is our Spider Tracks 4600 class for the West. In fourth place, Albert Contreras. Third place, John Snell. Second place, Sean and Brian McNamara. And first place, some guy named Twitchy McGee. I don't know. Never really heard of him. Come on up front. Come on up here.
Excuse me. Hey, watch out, man.
I'm so sorry. Please excuse me. I didn't mean to be in your way.
I'll kick it for you. Hey, don't be too
Well, I had a fun year racing this year. Not much happened the way I wanted it to. Today was a lot better than the other races I've had, but I had a lot of fun. Had a lot of co-drivers. I'd like to thank Dirt Life Wheels, Revolution Engines, Nitto Tires, and Ultra 4, because we've had just a ball.
So this is really cool to be up here. We built a brand new chassis this year, and to go to KOH, we didn't finish, but we got third place points, and then come out and race with all you guys. Twitchy put on a great race this here, and then as well all season. We were separated by 10 points for nationals, I think, and so it's just been a great time. I really want to thank Falcon Tire for everything they've done for us. 4 Parts, Sneak Fab Racing, Warren Winches, Cracker Fab Motorsports, that team we worked so close with the other team in 4600. We wouldn't be here without you guys, with the support you've provided us all season. So thank you, everybody.
So I'm always told that I'm no good up here talking on the podium. I take too long, or I'm not long enough. I want to thank my wife, my co-driver, Jason Bunch, the whole crew at Tri-County Gear, just everybody. However, I'm going to make this guy talk for a minute and thank people to see how good he does for once. Here we go, buddy.
I got this. So we like to thank all of our sponsors: Dirty Life, Amp Tires, Geek Shocks, Jason Bunch. You're phenomenal. I love you, brother. My wife, love you so much. Raul, the Wonder Boy, you're awesome. Rick Coma, you're fucking. Yo, sorry, I probably can't say that, but you're awesome, bro. You're awesome, and I love all you guys. Everybody, I know. Everybody on our team, I love all you guys. And my brother, Brett, who was fighting cancer, finally passed away, and it's riding for him, right? Riding for Brett.
The last cowboy, baby!
The last cowboy!
Good job, guys. Thank you so much.
Sorry, Alan, I dropped the F-bomb.
It's okay. As soon as they gave you the mic, we went to technical difficulties, because this is not my first day, so we're pretty good with this. All right, now the Western Series champions in the Yukon Gear and Axle 4500 class. In third place, Rick Levezzo. Second place, Mr. John Grounds. And in first place, the Godfather, Sean Rand Sr. Is John Grounds here? Has anyone seen John Grounds this evening?
You know he didn't work.
You're over there, man.
I'm over there.
You're
Sorry.
over there.
Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. All right. So I'd like to thank my family, my wife, my father who puts up with all my shit throughout the whole year, all the competitors for everything we do. It's been a great year, tough year. Thank King Shocks, Race Line, Yokohama Tires, everybody. I mean, with everybody not here racing, we wouldn't be here. You know, for Sean for just fixing my car finally so it steers right. John for, I don't know, just for me wanting to just pass him all the time. And it's been a great year. But no, thanks everybody, and I look forward to next year.
I think the 45 class is probably the most family oriented with the competitors, with Sean and Rick and Garrettson and St. Clair. I've never met a group of racers that I've been able to walk into their pit during any race and been able to either steal their help, use their pits or their spare parts. It's been a truly great season for racing with you guys, and I'm honored to be able to be on stage with you guys. Just to say thanks again to our sponsors, Fly Off Road. Without them, we wouldn't be able to stand here today and accept this award. Proving Grounds Racing with all the team support, Summit Racing for being able to put our car back together after every single race, Joe Gatlin and TYOR for putting up with my crap every single race and still not leaving me. Factor 55, Warren, FK Rod Ends. There's just so many sponsors that keep these cars together. Fox Shocks, BF Goodrich Tires, Dirty Life Race Wheels, Spider Tracks Axles. That's what keeps us moving. So thank you guys.
We just finished our 10th year of 4,500 class. We'd love to go up, but we don't have enough funding or personnel to do what a lot of you great guys do. My wife lets me go all the time. My daughter, she had a baby Thursday at 6 o'clock, so I'm a grandfather again. It's generally just me and one or two of my sons that get to go to these races, so we do everything on our own. Milestar Tires helps us out on tires. A little bit here and there from everybody's a big help. My son here, he's smarter than I am.
Thanks to Rough Stuff, ARB. Thanks to Rough Stuff, ARB, Jimmy's 4x4. Gotta say tire balls because that makes Dave cringe. And so, like he said, 10th year. He tells me all the time if there's a dime left in my inheritance to spend, it was because we forgot to spend it. Most people don't get to go racing with their dad like I do, so happy to be here. Love you guys.
And interesting what John was saying about, again, it being a family. I was racing with those guys a couple years ago, did an endo, had to go to the hospital. While I'm in the hospital, they're fixing my car just so I can race against them the next day. And I know there's a lot of those stories in this room. So again, I thank everyone for that. We take care of each other. So the final award in the West is the 4,400 Unlimited class. In 18th place, Paul Horschel. 17, Cody Addington. 16, Dan Wyrick. 15, Darian Gomez. 14, Shannon Campbell. 13, John Grounds. 12, Lauren Healy. 11, Brett Harrell. 10, Marcos Gomez. 9, Bailey Cole. 8th was Brian Caprara. 7th, James Mahoney. 7th, James Mahoney. 7th, James Mahoney. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. 6th place, Waylon Campbell. 5th place, Bailey Campbell. 4th, JP Gomez. 3rd place in the West this year, Vaughn Gittin Jr. 2nd place in the West, Raul Gomez. And your Western Series champion this year, Mr. Brian Crofts. Please come forward. And IT team, we may have to black out when Raul gets the microphone again, so just be prepared for technical difficulties.
All right, this is sweet. Thank you guys. Yeah, you know, it's pretty amazing being in this, being in this sport for a couple years and learning so much from each and every one of you, and obviously my amazing team, and starting to get some hardware that's nice little representation of the effort. So thank you all for making it mean something, and grateful to be here.
Well, I've been racing for quite a while, and this is second year racing, or third year racing 44. And I'm pretty stoked to be up here on first place. I got to race against some really, really top drivers, guys that I've looked up to my whole life. So I'm pretty excited to be up here. I want to thank Fox, Shocks, Nitto Tires for keeping me going all year. I think I only got 2 flats the entire season of West Coast. So Nitto all the way. Josh from 28 Motorsports building a badass motor. Hughes Transmissions, RCV axles keeping me alive all year. No front axle issues. Curry rear ends keeping the car together. And the entire Campbell family, they built a car in 34 days for me, and we were able to debut it last year, and we're able to continue putting these things through the paces. And Waylon and I both have sister cars, and I'm just excited to show what these cars can really do. And then I want to thank my dad, who comes out to every race. So, and thank you, Dave, for allowing us to continue racing. And thank you, everyone, for being here.
And again, the West Series was just absolutely amazing. I loved getting to go to Moab, to Mexico, and how about Sturgis, right? Let's get a round of applause for that. Earlier, we thanked Nitto for dinner and sponsoring the national championship. We will get to those awards in a moment. I'd also like to thank Can-Am, Ford, Bronco, Monster, Optima, 4 Wheel Parts, Griffin, Method Waste Wheels? What's in that Sprite back there? Method Race Wheels and Laser Nut. We'll thank some more of these partners as we go on through the evening, but I wanted to acknowledge them. Also wanted to acknowledge Dave Cole. I wanted to say a few words before we got into national points.
Boo. Hey, what do you think? Should Alan be the permanent MC forever? Done. Yeah, done. 1 day a year. I can't wait for that contract proposal. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. That's it. Really short and sweet. There's a lot of really exciting stuff. We talked about the summit. There's with the EV class. Anybody that didn't hear about the EV class, there's going to be really cool stuff coming, and you can see all the announcements on the website. There's a couple more announcements coming in the coming weeks that we just weren't ready for. I just want to thank you all. I mean, we were sitting there talking, we haven't done this in a couple years. We haven't all just hung out in the same room and laughed and clapped with each other and made fun of each other and had a good time. We haven't had this opportunity, right? We haven't been in Reno. It was crappy weather last year. We had COVID stuff, and now we're all sitting here having a good time. So that's just it. I mean, I'm very thankful we're having a good time and having fun. So cheers to everybody. Get home safe, and we'll see you guys at King of the Hammers. And thank you, Nitto, for sponsoring the international championships.
It's really exciting, at least that's my word, it may not be your word, to have the national races matter. And in all 5 classes, they mattered coming into this weekend because it was so tight, such great racing all weekend. So again, congratulations to everyone who won and podiumed in your performance and your effort and your fight this weekend here. We'd also like to thank Crossbar Ranch, Justin, Trot, the whole 9 yards. They have really taken good care of us. So a round of applause for them, please. All right, the Can-Am 4900 UTV class. National final championship points. You can't change your answer. This is what we're doing. In 9th place, Zachary Davis. In 8th, Matt Torney. In 7th, Nelson P. Sparks II. In 6th, Travis Zollinger. In 5th, Jamie McCoy. In 4th, Justin Barth. In 3rd, Scott Lesage. In 2nd, Josh Smith. Goes down, we get a little rowdy. It's good. 2nd place. Almost. Almost like we planned that. I'm going to wait. Check, check. No, thank you. No. I can be loud, but I want to make sure our winners get a chance to thank people and be heard. So we'll get the sound on in just a moment. Is there an engineer in the room? Ryan Miller. Acknowledge the top 3 so they can come up and be awkward with me while we're trying to get the microphone going. Again, 3rd place, Scott Lesage. 3rd place, yes, you guys had to threaten to make it awkward for everyone, and I can make it awkward for everyone, so don't test me. 3rd place, Scott Lesage. 2nd place, Josh Smith, and 1st place, Jacob Versey. Please come forward, gentlemen. Now you can read the full script. All right. Real quick while they're coming up, we hang out, we're in the pits, we get to know each other. I'm asking Jacob, hey, what's your beverage of choice? Oh, I don't have one. No, everyone has a beverage of choice. What's your drink? I'm a Dr. Pepper guy. Awesome. So we swap Dr. Peppers at every race. So if you see Jacob and you have a Dr. Pepper, throw it at his head.
We good? Good. All right.
Right up to your face.
Yeah, hold it up to my face. So basically, I want to thank the competitors and Ultra 4. It was such a fun season. The West Coast Series is I think a little bit special because you get to go across the border to Mexico. I live in San Diego, so it's more my style. I wish we had more desert in the series, but coming out here is, I think, a great even playing field in a way. It's a great course that's super rough, really high attrition, so it doesn't really matter where you're from. I really like coming out here for nationals to kind of give everybody a good shot. I had a terrible year. I had issues everywhere. I'm basically by myself at every event, and I had to struggle for every single point I had. I scraped and clawed and dragged every single point I could this year, so this means a lot to me even though I didn't have a good year. Maxxis tires, I want to thank them. They're, I think, a competitive advantage. And RCV axles. Alba built a new motor for me. Craftworks built a supercharger, or gave me a supercharger for it.
Mickey Cohen tuned it on the dyno, and I rebuilt my whole program this year, and it was a struggle. It was not easy, and I really appreciate those that are behind me, and couldn't really thank the competitors more. You know, we chase each other all year, and the best part is we're sitting at the same table. We're kind of friends, you know, like enough, you know, not great friends, but like pretty good friends. So I really like the competition here, and the courses are amazing, and I couldn't imagine doing any other series. You know, like nothing else can give you this. Nothing else can show you down in Mexico, in Oklahoma, Sturgis. Nothing else can do this. So I just really love this series, and I put my heart and soul into it, and I can't thank everybody enough.
So this is my first year racing the whole season at Ultra 4, and at 19 I'm pretty stoked about the second place. Yeah, I'd like to thank my family and friends that helped me get here. It was a pretty good year. I had one failure in Sturgis, but overall it went pretty good.
Congrats, man. Obviously, we're pretty stoked to be here again. 3 first place championships in a row is pretty gnarly. We definitely worked for it. So to my team, again, thank you all. Ultra 4, the opportunity's been incredible. Like Scott mentioned, where we get to race is pretty incredible. I don't know who all gets to chase all the races or most all of them, but it's pretty amazing, diverse terrain. So to be getting the national championship is incredible. That's a hard feat for anybody. So congrats to everyone. Thank you, Dave, for putting this all together. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot. So thank you for that. And just want to thank my sponsors. Gladiator Tire does an incredible job. They're our title sponsor. We have huge success with them. Polaris Razor helps us out. HCR Racing. The guys at Fox, Mike and Kim, are a massive part of the success of our program. So thank you to those guys. RCV Performance, KMC Wheels. Anyway, thank you to everybody that's involved. It's a huge effort. So even though we're golf carts, we're creeping up on some impressive lap times. So thank you all. Thank you. Thank you, Nitto, for hooking it up.
Great job. Congratulations, guys. All right, so next up is the Brannick Motorsports 4800 class. National championship points in 9th place, Chase Caprara. 8th place, Chuck Crossland. 7th place, Justin Barth. 6th place, Eric Weichel. 5th place, Steve Graff. We can do that. We can keep cheering. 5th place, Steve Graff. 4th place, Jeremy Jones. 3rd place, Brent Harrell. 2nd place, Cody Young. And 1st place, Casey Gilbert. Gentlemen, please come up. And congratulations on winning your Nitto National Championship.
You did great.
I'll hold this. You figure out your phone. There you go.
Huh?
FJB.
Oh, yeah. Man, what a year. I'm stoked to be up here. I'd like to thank God, my dad, my family, everyone in my pit crew for helping out all year long. You guys are great. Paul Herschel Motorsports. He's been a badass teammate all year long. Anything that we need, he helps out with, and I couldn't pick a cooler guy to be teamed up with. Fox, Tube Works, Nitto Tires. I didn't pop a single tire out there today, so thanks, Nitto, for making a badass tire. Max Tie Downs, Brett Schmid Trucking, Total Metal Innovations, PCI, and lastly, Ultra 4. You guys have a great series here, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
Feels great to be up here in this national category with these great drivers. Casey's an awesome driver. I got to thank my wife again, family, for the support. The whole crew, appreciate it, everything. Got to thank Yokohama Tire, Vision Wheel, Renegade Race Fuel, Willwood Disc Brakes, Competition LED, TRC Oil, AMSOIL, Poly Performance, Car Takeoff Road, Tube Works, Jeff Genter Racing Engines, Dynamic Motorsports, Maximum Off-Road Transmissions. I got to thank my co-dog, Hollywood Miller. He stepped in KOH this year, and we've been crushing it together, so thank you, man. Thanks to Brian, Jimmy, Rock Rage crew again. I appreciate it. You guys helped me out a lot. And Ultra 4, thanks for putting on some awesome races.
Thank you. I forgot to thank a couple people earlier. Mark right here in the green shirt, he's in a lot of our cars. You probably don't know who he is, but Dynamic Torque Converters. He's got a little hidden part in a lot of fast cars around here. Nitto for putting on this banquet. It's pretty cool. I'd like to really thank Ultra 4 for dealing with this China virus as best they can and allowing us to still come out and recreate. Something to look forward to instead of sitting at our homes with our mask on. So thank you to them, and thanks to all of our competitors. We had a great year.
Congratulations, guys. So we'd like to thank a few more of our sponsors before we move to the 4600 class. We'd like to thank Warren, King Shocks, AMSOIL, Holly, Boxo Tools, Yukon Gear and Axle, PCI Race Radios, Axial RC, Forest River, Progressive, and Onyx Off-Road. Again, just some of the people who helped us all through this year that are helping this celebration occur tonight. So in the Spider Tracks 4600 class, and again, ultra competitive coming into the weekend. It was fun to hear the chatter online, everyone point counting, and watch people freak out when their computers die in their race car in the middle of a race. It's all kinds of good stuff. So, 5th place, John Snell. 4th place, Alex Fleming. 3rd place, Sean and Brian McNamara. 2nd place, with a good run, Twitchy McGee. And your 2021 4600 Nitto National Champion in the stock class, Mr. John Schaefer.
Don't give me that, Mike.
I'm not. Watch out.
There you go. And here's your ring from Nitto. You're welcome.
Thanks, Alan. I do want to thank Alan. I don't know how many people have done that yet. Thank you, Alan. Doing a great job. I know I've sent you 100 million emails this season, so doing a great job. My list of sponsors died. I really need to thank our wives. The two of us are the ones primarily working on the car by ourselves late nights in the garages, and they're taking care of our families and kids while we're out here in Oklahoma, 1,200 miles away from home, racing and having fun. So thank you guys. And then Cracker Fab Racing, again, they're our family away from family. We're 9 hours apart and just as close to the rest of our family, so thank you guys. Oh, I need to thank 4 Parts. They're the title sponsor on the car this year, and I forgot them on the last one.
Well, I want to thank first my wife, Trace's wife, Anna. You guys push us to be here all the time, and then our competitors, you guys have pushed us to be here, especially in our rookie year. To be standing up here is a pretty big thing to us. Jason Bunch, Steve Hastings, Sean Parker, Rick, Cindy, Raoul, Mike, Bev, Mom Conklin, my parents, Mom and Dad, Brett, Danny, and then our biggest sponsor, Tri-County Gear, Jason Bunch, #1 sponsor right there. Right there, who everybody in this room probably knows, is a big part behind our vehicle. Dirty Life Race Wheels, Rock Jock, King Shocks, especially Uribe and Albert. Those guys are amazing. Curry Enterprises, Warren, PSE, Rigid, Rocks, because we run the hell out of those. And Rugged Radios help us out. Amp Tires, Kaiser Motorsports, Turbo Technology, and Ultimate 9. And last but not least, Wisconsin coating specialists that help us out. We have a lot of help with our car, especially in a rookie year, for everybody to believe in us, to push us to get here right now. We feel real good to be here. Thank you, everybody. And Dave and Ultra 4 and all the staff that helps us do this, especially with the last 2 years we've had.
I want to start off thanking Dave Cole for keeping the dream alive, keeping us all here and racing. I know it's been a challenge, but he's done it. Alan, you've been like one of my go-to guys. You've always been there. Pam, Miles, the whole crew, they've done a great job. I've got to get John Dykus up here because he's been in the car with me so many times. He's helped me. I've learned a lot between him and Larry and all those guys. I mean, I couldn't have done it without any of them. You know, I want to thank, my wife, everybody that helps get the car together, RPM Extreme, Savvy, the rock crawler suspension, the Falcon tires, they all do great, but it comes down to being a team, and I don't think we could have done it without, everybody's help. You got anything you want to say?
Charles Mays and Co-Drivers Unlimited for giving us co-drivers a little bit of credit.
Right? Yeah. Thank you, guys.
All right. Pass back down.
Backflip.
No backflips. All right. Again, we'd like to thank a few more of our sponsors. Like to thank Off the Grid Clothing, MBRP, VP Racing Fuels. We'll all wait.
Special thanks to all the mamas.
Are we settled? Are we good? All right, hang on, we're waiting. I can relate. It's okay. So again, like to thank our sponsors, Off the Grid Clothing, MBRP, VP Racing Fuels, HCR, Speed Straps, Savvy, Squatch Box, Spicer, Dana, ARB, Rigid. Is staying in the room. Brannick Motorsports. Talk about just loving on us and taking good care of us. So Brannick, PRP, Factor 55, Action Sport Canopies, and Spider Tracks. Again, it takes a lot of moving parts and people and faith to make this happen, and those are some of our great partners.
Alan, we love you!
I love you too, man. You don't get the mic again, though. So in the Yukon Gear and Axle 4500 class, your national champions, in 5th place, Rick Levezzo. Hang on, I'm on the right line. Yep. 5th place, Rick Levezzo. 4th place, Cody St. Clair. Good job, Cody. 3rd place, Jesse Oliver. 2nd place, Sean Rance. And 1st place, Woo Pig, Mr. Dwayne Garrison.
I missed a few people on the first time around. My crew and all my sponsors I talked about, but my crew really made it happen this year, keeping the car together. Most of them live on the other side of Michigan from me, but they make a trip and help out. So all those guys are great. The 4500 class, I love these guys. You know, we get together a few times a year and it's big family. So I'm happy to be up here with these men.
Well, here we are again. I'd just like to say thanks to Dave, the Ultra 4 staff, Alan. We've been together for a long time. You're going to be missed. I hope you still get to come out, see us once in a while. And once again, to my friends and family for what help they do for me, and everybody that comes to watch and participate. Thanks.
Luckily, here we are again. My number one guy, Jeremy Tipton, man, putting hundreds and hundreds of hours in on the car between every race, between every KOH. Anytime we can work on that thing, man, we're working on it, trying to get it in top shape. I'd like to thank Ford Motorsports for stepping up and giving some awesome contingency for the last couple of years. Maybe next year we can get some too. Like I said, thanked all the Ultra Force staff earlier. They're just tremendous. All the park owners, they're fantastic. I'd like to thank Dave Cole for putting this whole thing together, 15 years ago and making this crazy dream come true. I'd like to thank the Gomez brothers for stepping up huge and keeping this thing rolling. And maybe we can just get it bigger and bigger and better every year. I'd like to touch on a couple of my top sponsors: Yokohama Tires, Raceline Wheels, Yukon Gear and Axle, PRP Seats, Branding Motorsports, Warren Winch, Ravlo Suspension, Custom Splice. All these companies, man, are putting dollars into our cars and helping us get out here, helping everybody, in this room. A lot of these sponsors are helping a lot of these teams. And if you're looking for a place to race, 4500 is probably the coolest class, man. Nothing against any of you guys, but I would do anything for any of these guys, and I feel like they do anything for me. It's just a lot of camaraderie, and it's just a super good time, man. Thanks to everyone.
Been wrong before. We will settle this in the parking lot at the end of our awards ceremony. It will not be broadcast, but it will be entertaining. This is a quick note. Some of these guys aren't hiding behind their trophies because they're shy. They've realized that these marvelous laser nut trophies, you can hide a phone in the back, and that's where you can thank all your sponsors. So when everyone's like this, that's what they're doing. But again, I'd like to thank Cody and everyone at Laser Nut for putting the time and effort into those. A lot of trophies, a lot of celebration. And again, as we talked at the beginning, yeah, they're trophies, but they're reminders of all the good times and the friends and the laughter and the smile and all that. So before we wrap up, am I wrapping up? Yep. Before we get to the 4400 class, I said earlier, this is about you guys. This is a celebration of you. This is us as a group. So we're going to end with the 4400s and end you guys' voice. So again, thank you to Dave and Ultra 4. Thank you to the Hammer King production crew. Those guys bust their butt from sun up to sundown so we can get the live feed and the broadcast. I'd like to thank the safety crews and the recovery crews that were out there, and also thank USAC for their involvement in being a part of our family. So thank you guys. Now with the 4400 Unlimited class, I do want to read and acknowledge everyone who was in their points so that we can just, again, acknowledge and celebrate you. The top 10, well, 10 through 4 will have plaques, so we would like you to come up so we can get a photo and get a plaque. 1, 2, and 3 get trophies and get to talk into the microphone. All right, so that's going to be our plan. I feel like I'm revealing something too because this is really, really good coming right out of the race. So in 30th position in national championship points, Nitto National Championship points, that would be Frank Vonderheide. 29, Darian Gomez. 28, Paul Horschel. 27, Dan Wyrick. 26, Jason Shear. 25th, Cody Addington. 24th, Shannon Campbell. 23rd, Stan Hayes. 22nd, Eric Miller. 21st, Tom Porterfield. I'm sorry, Kevin Porterfield. Spreadsheets, old people. You'll understand one day. 20th is Tom Prendergast. 19th, Chip McLaughlin. 18th, Marcos Gomez. 17th, Brett Harrell. 16, Kevin Taylor. 15, Rusty Blyler. 14, Brian Caprara. 13, John Grounds. And can we take just a moment and acknowledge that John Grounds raced every single race of every single series this year? And so did John Dykus. Nope. He gets the Alex Wacker trophy. And I'd kept it so above table all night. We're doing good. Anyway, congrats, John Dykus, for doing all the races and the write-ups and all the camera stuff for your drivers who can't do GoPros. 12th place, Tad Dowker. 11th place, Zandy Williams. Now we get into our top 10. In 10th place, Waylon Campbell. 9th place, Brian Crofts Campbell. 8th place, James Mahoney. 7th place, Josh Blyler. 6th place, Bailey Campbell. In 5th place, JP Gomez. In 4th place, Mr. Lauren Healy. Your 3rd place for the Nitto National Championship in 4400 Unlimited is Raul Gomez. 2nd place, your submarine commander, Bailey Cole. And in 1st place, the head fun haver himself, Mr. Vaughn Gittin Jr. Come on down. Yeah, if you don't mind. While everyone's coming up, and again, we had to double check this. There was after an entire year of racing, after King of the Hammers, after all the different regional races, after today's race, there was a 2-point difference between first and second. I thought that was cool. Every race matters. Every position matters. Who would like to play the role of Raul Gomez? We have the bleeper ready. We can do this. It's okay.
So first of all, I wanted to say thank you to all the drivers up here. I think battled with pretty much every one of you this year, and it was a great year. So thank you all very much. Also, thanks for getting us to the start line. There was a lot of races where we were broken down, and we got parts from the Campbells, the Fun Havers. Brian Caprara literally lent me a car. So you guys were all awesome this year. Thank you so much. And thank you very much to my awesome crew. I got Sean here, does way more than any man should. Mark Rambo over here drives and gets the car to every race, so thank you very much. Ken's for sticking up with me for some reason, who knows. Yes. And finally, thank you to my dad for not only dealing with all of us dumb racers, but just being an awesome dad.
Yeah, I'm pretty elated by this whole situation. You know, I remember literally 2016 or 2015, I did a race in a spec truck. It's the day I met Lauren Healy. I literally showed up to the lake bed. and Nitto offered me an opportunity to drive a spec truck in the 4800 class. And I show up on the lake bed. I'm getting, fitted in the seat and getting checked out. And all of a sudden, Lauren hops in the passenger seat. And he's like, hey, what's up? I'm Lauren. Let's go. And I knew who Lauren was from Nitto. But he takes me over this waterfall. And he's like, drive up that. And I'm like, this is the joke of like all the rookies you do, with the rookies. And he's like, no, put it in 4 low and drive up that. I'm like, well, how do you put it in 4 low, right? And so anyway, and then shortly after that, I jump, Bailey jumps in with me and shows me how to go up Chocolate Thunder. And those 2 moments blew my mind to pieces that these cars could do that. And then I went on to finish my first Hammers that year. And needless to say, I was immediately hooked and was able to work with Randy and the Jimmy's team to get a vehicle going in the 4500 in 2017. And my goal was to just learn. And I was just in love with this sport. I come from motocross. Obviously, a lot of you know I do drifting now. But getting back in the dirt is something I've just enjoyed so much. It's been such an incredible challenge on all fronts, right? Figuring out how to control myself, having my best bro as my co-driver and figuring out how to work at that level. And it's something I really enjoy beyond the surface level. Like, I feel like this sport brings the best out in me on all fronts, and I just enjoy it so much for that. And to be standing here with this crew, the Campbells, Lauren, I mean, everybody, Bailey, and been racing with you guys all year, or the last 5 years, and to be holding a first place national championship is so freaking mind blowing to me. It's mind blowing, but I know how hard we've worked for it, and I'm just extremely grateful. I am so thankful for our team, for our partners that believe in us, and support us. And I really appreciate you other teams pushing us. I do want to thank the Gomez's for the 1 year. They did not help me winch up back door. And I also want to thank everybody that thought that we would never be able to be successful in this sport, because that is motivating. And it's, to me, this is just a token of the fact that everybody can do anything that they put their heart and mind to. And we're here to enjoy this for as long as we can. And I really enjoy doing this with you all. So thank you all very much. And I look forward to seeing you all in Hammers.
All right, your Nitto Tires top 10 national championship points, everyone. Have fun tonight, because tomorrow Hammer Prep starts. So see you on the lake bed.